Listen, I don't want to do this video. In fact, I'm pissed. I'm pissed that I have to do it. But in order to be truthful to you guys in YouTube land, I have to do it. But I don't want to. Son of a bitch. All right, so I'm a cichlid dude, right? You know that. Everybody knows that. Central American cichlids, South American cichlids. Shoot, I even really like a bunch of African cichlids. In this video, I'm going to be going over some things that make guppies some of the best fish to own, whether you be beginner, medium, or expert. I'm going to tell you why. I ain't happy about it, okay? This is a first for me. But I'm going to go ahead and give you the unadulterated truth on why guppies, honestly, rock. Guppies come in so many different colors. They even come in different sizes. You got guppy size and you got mini guppy size, like the endlers and stuff like that. So you have so many varieties of colors that you can go by. Some have long fins, some have short fins. So if you're looking for color, yes, it's true. The male guppies are the colorful and the females are not that colorful at all. But that's with some of the older, some of the newer designer guppies coming out. Even the females got some color to their tail and fins. They're not that expensive. If you were buying online, it wouldn't cost you too much on shipping. And here's the kicker. They breed like rabbits. So let's say you did spend a couple dollars here or there on some guppies. Pretty soon, you're going to have way more guppies, way more color. That little 10-gallon tank that looked bare because it only had 3 or 4 little guppies swimming around it, pretty soon it's going to look like some type of a mosh pit. If fish die, don't worry about it. More's coming. As far as care goes, guppies really don't take that much care. I mean, you change the water on a regular basis, you feed them properly, and here's the funny thing about guppies. Usually there's so many in the tank, it's hard to overfeed the tank unless you're really trying to. You know how small a little guppy is? You know how little bitty guppy? Think about how much food it needs to sustain that little. So you're not going to be spending a whole lot of money on fish food. One jar is going to last you a very long time. Stay tuned to after the video. I just did something ridiculous. I did something impulsive. I did. They're not a particularly dirty fish. If you're digging live plants, they love live plants. If you get all geeked out over things having babies, oh, look at the babies, look at the babies. Guppies give birth to live fry. The little itty bitty baby fish, they're called fry. And most other fish spawn eggs. They lay eggs and the male fertilize them, and they're external. The eggs are outside the body and they're protective. And that's when you get a whole lot of issues of territory. With guppies, they give birth to live young. They'll shoot them out, and those little babies will be alive as soon as they hit the water. They leave the mother's body. So it's something that your whole family, the kids are gonna love it. The kids are gonna love it. You don't have aggression issues when you have a guppy tank, the biggest problem you have is the male guppy that runs around and harasses all the female. You know what I'm saying? It's a Pepe Le Pew situation. For all you adults, you know what I'm talking about. With Pepe Le Pew, you know what I mean?
Hey, we can spend the rest of our lives making love. We shall flee to Capri.
So there are going to be times where you might have to separate the male, but if you have a lot of hiding spaces and you have enough room, the females can get away. And if you have multiple females, you know, he won't just harass one, you know. For me, the big thing about keeping guppies, they do multiply rapidly. Let me tell you something. Pet stores like taking in fish that sell rapidly, and guppies are one of those fish. So if you have a fancy type guppy or any guppy and you're trying to get rid of them, a pet store will take them no problem if you're worried about overpopulation. If you have a really fancy guppy, well, now you'll be able to take them to the pet store and probably, more than likely, get yourself some store credit or even a little bit of cash so that you can sustain your guppy fixation. They don't take a lot of space. With other fish, you might need to get a tank and go bigger and bigger and bigger. Pretty much a 10-gallon tank is all you're going to need for the entirety of your guppy keeping. In fact, you'll probably end up with more 10-gallon tanks instead of buying bigger and bigger tanks. So guppies honestly they hit all the boxes. They're not hard to keep. They're not hard to feed. They're not hard to maintain. You get a whole lot of different color variations. They have long fins. They take care of their own young, and they make you money on the side if that's what you're trying to do. So unfortunately, I'm not happy about this. You know, I'm mad that I have to talk about this because I'm giving credit to a fish that it's not very manly. All right, let's be real. Let's be real. The number one reason why guys don't get guppies is because they're itty bitty little guppies. You know, we want Oscars and other fish with green terrors and red devils and I don't know, purple giraffes, fish. I don't know. The truth of the matter is that if you're in this to keep fish and watch them grow and have multiple types and do all that stuff and not have to worry about, you know, the money situation or space, all that, yeah, guppies is the way to go. There's only one negative to keeping guppies. One. And that is they do breed so much. And you do have to decide what you're going to do with them. If you happen to have bigger fish, you see where I'm going with this? Nom 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 nom. Free food for everybody. Don't judge me, man. Yeah, I got some guppies. I did. And if you want to see what's going to happen with these guppies, then you're going to have to sub and hit the like button and let me know in the comments what you think. I don't know what's going to happen, but it's going to be interesting.